The answer to whether you should DoorDash full time or not depends on that person's situation. What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Limited Hustle and I'm back again with another video. I know I've been gone for about 2 months. For the first week I was gone, I was in Miami on vacation, spending some time with friends and family. And then when I came back, I started working on my other business, which I've been super busy with. In this video, I kind of wanted to pick back up from my last video. In my last video, I tried DoorDashing full time. It was a regular weekday and I believe I did about 8 hours. And in the end, I'll show you guys the results. The answer to whether you should DoorDash full time or not depends on that person's situation. Everybody don't have the flexibility to get a different job. Some people was laid off in the pandemic where they just had to find something quick. I treat DoorDash as a side hustle. I use the money I make from DoorDash to invest in my other businesses. For me, DoorDash is something temporary. My situation might not be the same for everybody. For some people, DoorDash is their main source of income. There's so much uncertainties with DoorDash. For one, you can't dash when you want to. As you see in my last video, there were times when DoorDash wouldn't let me dash because there were too many drivers on the road and it was not busy in that area. A workaround for that problem is scheduling. But sometimes you're not able to schedule because it's first come, first serve. If everybody else already scheduled, that means that time slot is going to be filled. Another issue I ran into was the inconsistency. There was a time when I'll be out there waiting for minutes and not getting an order. And when I do get an order, it's like a $2 order or a $3 order. It's too low and it's not worth it because if I'm going to be driving, 5-6 miles for $3, it's not going to make sense because that money is just going to go to gas and you're essentially just driving for free. That's a big thing for me. Not being in control is a big issue because there's nothing I can really do to determine how frequently I get an order or not. A lot of people say that you could go to a restaurant or go in a hot zone. That doesn't necessarily work. Yes, if you're close to Chipotle, more than likely you're going to get that order for Chipotle. But who's to say that you drive to a Chipotle and then in seconds you're going to get an order? Sometimes you have to wait 10, 15, 20 minutes. Another problem I had when I'll complete an order and then my next order wouldn't come until 10, 20 minutes later. You need to give yourself a goal. Find out how much money you need to make for it to be worth it. For me, I'm usually out there on weekends during the afternoon or dinner time. So I'll say I'll do a 5 to 10 shift. And my goal during that time is to do $20 an hour. On Sundays, I'll say I'm able to do that $20 an hour consistently without an issue because the tips are pretty good and I'm very picky with what I choose to accept or not. I try to only accept orders that's at least $6 because what I notice is that whenever I do the $5 or $4 orders, it takes me so much time to go up to that $20 an hour. If the area is busy and there's order coming in back to back, it's better for you to cherry pick because you know that if you decline an order within 10-20 seconds, another one is going to come. This is the luxury of doing DoorDash on weekends as a side hustle. On a weekday, I was not able to do that. If I declined an order, I had to wait like 5-10 minutes for another order. I was kind of in a situation where I was forced in a way to do better orders because I knew that if I declined it, I would have to wait like 10 minutes for another order. On the weekend, what I usually do is I only accept the larger paying orders. I don't really care about the miles. Like for example, an order I did today, it was $13 for 8 miles. Yes, 8 miles is far, but it's paying pretty good. And then that order, it turned out to be a hidden tip and it ended up being 8 miles for $18. So within that 8 hours, I think I made $100 on the weekday. And like I said, I do $100 in 5 hours on the weekends. So you see the difference, how impactful that weekend is because it's so much more busier and more people are at home ordering food. Where on the weekday, a lot of people are at work. You might get some orders in the morning where a lot of workers are ordering breakfast and then maybe lunchtime and dinner time. But I guess if you pick the right shift, it works out for you. Another big thing is your area. Some people are in slow areas where they don't get a lot of orders or they're not able to make more than $10 an hour. If that's your situation, I don't recommend doing DoorDash. I recommend you doing something else. But I don't know your situation. Maybe you're in a situation where you don't have much choice. You have to do one of these gig jobs because that's all you could do for the moment. If you do have to, try to make it temporary. Don't try to tell yourself that this is going to be something I'm going to be doing for, 2-3 years. Try to do it for a couple of months. I'll say go on YouTube and try to find ways to do some online business. I promise you it's better than doing DoorDash. The DoorDash concept is easy, but the work is pretty hard. It's hot outside. For me, it's hot outside. I have to go to a restaurant. You have to wait a long time sometimes. The orders are not always ready. Sometimes you go to a restaurant, the restaurant is closed, so you don't get paid. Or if you do get paid, you only get paid, $2.50. Or, another Dash already picked the order up. There's some other things on DoorDash and that could be an inconvenience for you and shorten your pay. So I've been seeing that DoorDash is trying to increase the pay for us. I've seen DoorDash have a new payment structure, whereas if you drive more miles, they increase the base pay. And another thing I've seen is that they're going to start paying you for waiting. I don't know if it's something temporary or it's something that they're testing, or they're going to be using that new payment method from now on. I think it would be a good idea for them to start paying for the wait time, because there are times when I go to a restaurant and I'm waiting 10 to 15 minutes. I've actually been reading comments and tweets from other people and see what they're saying about DoorDash Full Time. And I've seen this one guy said that when he started DoorDash Full Time, he noticed a big difference. DoorDash started giving him bad order. Another thing is that there's competition coming. So there's a lot of people signing up for DoorDash every day in your area. So that means that it's going to be less orders for you. Another thing that happened is that Postmates, they're no longer around. Postmates was purchased by Uber Eats, or Uber I should say, and they combined as one. So a lot of people that's going to be leaving Postmates are going to have to kind of choose between merging with Uber Eats or doing DoorDash. So I do expect a lot of those people to also move onto the DoorDash platform. The reason I say that is because let's say your account was suspended on Uber Eats and then now Postmates is gone, because Postmates is less strict than Uber Eats. They usually let almost anybody on their platform to start working for them, where Uber Eats is kind of more strict. So let's say a person is banned or suspended from Uber Eats and now Postmates is gone, they're going to be forced to have to go to that DoorDash or something similar. So I'll say there's going to be more competition for us on the DoorDash platform coming up, if you guys haven't seen that change already. Based on those reasons, I'll say DoorDash Full Time is not a good idea. And don't forget, gas prices are going up. Gas prices have increased a lot over this past year. Another thing is that, let's say something happened to your car. What are you going to do now? Statistically, the more we drive, the higher of a chance we have of being in a car accident. So what's going to happen when your car isn't available, or your car is taking a toll from doing all this drive, and it needs some kind of repairs, and you're not able to drive for a week or a couple of days? What's going to happen then? I'll say do DoorDash temporarily. Try to find something else while you're doing DoorDash, or use that money to fund something else. But if you're in a situation where you don't really have much choice, I'll say go for it. And try to do most of your time on weekends. If you're going to do weekdays, try to break it up. Make sure your schedule, as soon as the schedule come out, make sure your schedule. I'll say make sure you do the morning shift, because a lot of people are ordering for breakfast. I'll say make sure you're out there, 11, 12 o'clock for lunch, and then make sure you're there for dinner time. So if you switch it up with half and half, 4 hours here, 4 hours there, I'll say you should be pretty good. But overall, I don't think it's worth it if you have another choice, or I don't think it's worth it long term. If it's something that you have to do, I'll say go for it, or try to do DoorDash and Uber Eats at the same time, or try to find a way to work around the system and improve it so that way you can get paid more. That's it for this video. I just wanted to come back and just share some of my knowledge and share some of my opinion and how I feel about this topic. And like I said, this is my opinion. It's going to be different for everybody. Some people are out there that's crushing, that's killing, that's doing $20 an hour, that's doing $25 an hour consistently. So for the people like that, yes, I'll say go for it because it's worth it. But if you notice you're in a $10 an hour mark, try to find something else. Don't try to tell yourself that you're gonna wait until it gets better, because I think it's gonna get worse before it do get better. But I'm gonna be having some upcoming videos on e-commerce, how to market, how to get your first sale, how to build an online store. And I want to share my knowledge to help you guys, because I've been there before where, you know, I started off and I was not seeing any results. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and, you know, leave a comment down below. Tell me how you guys feel about this topic, because I know it's a very big topic in the DoorDash community.